Okay, so now that we have our diagram all planned out, we know how we're going to build this circuit. Let's go ahead and build it. So we are going to open up TinkerCad. We're going to take our small breadboard, LED, a resistor. Let's use our, go to the all components. We'll put our diodes in there. And we'll use a power supply. And we need the 08 and the 32 chips. Let's go down here to the chips. There's the 08. And there's the 32 right beside it. Alright, so let's start putting all this together. Oh, we also need the dip switch. Okay. So I'm going to start down here. This basic setup that I'm doing right now, it's going to be pretty much the same for the majority of the labs we do. An 08 and a 32 chip. This is about the most we can fit on this small breadboard. Probably actually start using a larger breadboard or two breadboards together to space things out a little bit more. Let's start drawing in some wires here. Make those ones black, black, red, and red. This guy's going to be black. This guy's going to be red. And that is, nope, not quite yet. Let's make this a 4.7 kilo ohm. Goes in here, and in here, and in here. We'll set up these first three switches. And then this connects down to the 0 volts. So those will all be black wires. Black wires there. This has to be a 330 ohm. The brown, orange. Sorry. I think brown, orange. Or is it orange, brown? That's it. See the colors come up properly when we change that value. We have 330 ohm. Alright, so that's our basic setup to run this thing. So now we just need to put on the actual wires that we've drawn in here. So basically what we just drew so far is all of this stuff over here, and then the LED over here. So we have that covered. So let's draw in these wires here. So we'll call this A, B, and C. So let's start drawing here. So we're going to go from A to pin 1 on the 08 chip. I'm not even going to really look at the diagram. I've already done all my thinking with that. I'm just going to follow this wire list here. So A, which is this, pin 1 on the 08. Now, before I go for any further, I do have to remember these chips need to be powered. So pin 14 goes to red, pin 7 goes to black. That was called out on my diagram. Alright, so, and I said this was going to be a yellow wire, so let's make that yellow. Now I have two green wires. B goes to pin 2 on the 08. I'll make this B right here. Goes to pin 2. And then 082 goes to 084. So this one we're actually going to do a jump. I'm just going to do my jumps down here to keep them out of the way. So this is 2, jumping to 4. That's pin 4. Those are green wires. I go from input C to the 08 chip, pin 5. And we're going to make that a blue wire, we said. And I go from 083 to 32. The 32.1. That's going to be an orange wire. 086 to 32.2. That's also going to be an orange wire. And then 32.3 to the LED. And that's going to be a red wire. Let's make that a pink instead of red so we can tell the difference. Alright, so we said there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wires altogether. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that seems correct. I have 1 yellow, 2 greens, a blue, 2 oranges, and a red or pink. That seems correct. I seem like I followed what I planned out here. So if I planned it correctly, I should have now wired it correctly. Okay. Also, if we look at our diagrams up here that we said, we should have a wire on every pin on the bottom of that 08 chip, and then one on the number 14. So I have number 14 is right here, and I have wire, 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 wire. So that looks correct, at least as far as everything being occupied. And then I should have 14 and 7, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 7, and 14 covered. So it looks like I have wired this correctly. So we should be able to start our simulation. And this one here should mimic an OR. I think, or what was this one? I forget what the purpose of this one, what the I don't know exactly what the, we'll have to see when we actually break down the function that we've created here, what the equation is for the truth table we should be getting. So I don't know if it's correct or not, but this is basically the method we should have followed to be able to create this. Okay, so that is part A of lab number 4, how to plan it out and wire it. And now we will go through parts B and C. They're a little, B is a little simpler, C is significantly more complicated. So those will both be good to see as examples as well, but it'll be the same method. All right, so we'll give those a try.